So happy that you're here with me for the Flowerevolution for the month of July, working with the Taiwanese Wild Lily, a beautiful yellow wildflower from Taiwan that we collected near Ilan, near some hot springs. And this flower is so interesting. It can be found in different parts of Asia. And herbally, it's interesting because herbally there's a reflection in the plant medicine of what it does for you physically, as well as with the flower remedy. It can reduce inflammation in the joints. It can expel intestinal worms. It is a plant that is sort of like an active plant medicine. It's a driver. It's a pusher. The word that I like to use is expulsion. And we see characteristics of this capacity in the flower essence as well, both physically and emotionally. So overall, as a flower elixir goes, this month will be an exploration of how we have a tendency to hold back or repress or stuff or minimize whatever emotions are arising within us, and how that can cause stagnancy in the body. So Taiwanese Wild Lily will help us move that energy, those emotions, or even physical residue, so that we can feel healthier and experience more ease and a sense of relaxation because we're not so tight holding on to everything. This may or may not resonate with everyone, this idea of repressing emotions. It sounds kind of heavy, like, why repress emotions? But I would say that there's kind of like big words to say what probably most all of us have a habit of doing because our culture doesn't necessarily give us hefty instructions on what to do with intense emotions. Oftentimes we're just sort of scrambling and making do how we can. And sometimes these things arise at inconvenient times, which means that we have to sort of put them aside. Or situations happened when we were little, and as a survival mechanism, we just had to kind of repress them. We couldn't address them at that point because it was just too big for our little selves. So you may see that this flower could simply show you how you process emotions this month. It could bring up things that you have tucked away for a while, or have you just in general exploring what it feels like to either hold on tightly or be able to loosen and relax, experience more resiliency, to be able to roll with the punches. This is a flower elixir that has significant physical benefit as well, which is super interesting to me. It helps, it's sort of like when you go to the cause of all this tightness, holding in, then the body isn't able to move as it usually does. So the lymphatic system can become stagnant or stuck. Maybe you can't poop, maybe you're constipated, maybe your muscles are sore or achy or tight, or your fascia is tight, or there's some information stored in your fascia, some part of your body that's not as loose as the rest of your body, or maybe your joints are stiff. In all of these cases, the Taiwanese wild lily can help stimulate the waters of your body to release more lubrication, so you can experience more ease and fluidity, like literal and metaphorical fluidity, to be able to move your body and expel toxins and experience more ease in your joints and your muscles. So in reflecting on the overall sort of magnifies and dissolves of this flower, the question for this week would be, do you get a sense of what kind of person you are? Do you tend to hold things in rather than express them? Do you tend to feel afraid of big emotions, so you just kind of keep them tucked in? Or are you the kind of person that expresses them immediately? when do you, or when have you in your life turned to holding in? Not that holding in is anything wrong with holding in, just noticing, asking the question.